There's big money in manufacturing, and one local council is making it its mission to make sure young people entering the workforce in East Alabama know all about it.
Temperatures are going to begin heating back up across East Alabama as we head toward the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, the USSSA State Tournament continues this weekend at several different locations across East Alabama. We have the preview of the games for opening day tomorrow as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. Tuesday morning, several representatives of the Calhoun County education system were invited to tour the Create Academy in Oxford. Don Hopper, Executive Director for the Calhoun County Economic Development Council, was there to bring awareness to the fact that students entering the workforce don't seem to be interested in the high-paying jobs in manufacturing. He says that it is the responsibility of the Economic Development Council to get kids interested by using a pipeline method from the teachers to help make students aware of the opportunities available to them.
We're working with the folks at Create. It's a great opportunity for us to answer the question of where are we going to get our people. You know, we can find those right now, but we've got to build a pipeline for our existing industry as they grow. And when we look at our needs, the good thing we've done here is we've taken industry, we've brought industry in to answer that, to say here's what we need, and we'll provide the teachers for it. We'll provide the instructors. And the school system has said we need to help our people. And so we're working with all of our local schools. Our superintendents have all bought in on this process, and the EDC uses this as a marketing tool when we're looking at working with industry, and when we're working with a new industry to look, they want to know about Create.
Melanie Brooks, Calhoun County Career Tech Director, is very excited about the regional approach the facility will offer, especially as it relates to career tech incentives in Calhoun County that have not been previously available to students. Brooks explains that she is happy for the opportunity to work with Create Academy and be able to provide their students the resources Create offers.
We're just excited about the opportunities. We're all about providing opportunities for our students. I know this administration in Oxford as well as Calhoun, Cleburne, Etowah, we're all very excited, just want to pursue those opportunities for our students. So that's what we're here for, just being able to provide any and all growth that we see here in our region. We want to be able to provide the workforce and the pipeline for those opportunities.
When we come back, a special ceremony was held in downtown Oxford last Friday to bring respect to our nation's flag.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
In honor of Flag Day this past Friday, June 14th, American Legion Post 111 was given the opportunity to perform a flag retirement ceremony in Oxford Square during Food Truck Friday. The event took place at 7 p.m. and was open to the public. Festivities were paused to allow participants to observe the respectful burning of the flags, which are no longer fit for display. The Calhoun Journal reports that this act of reverence and respect is an important part of the American Legion's mission to uphold the values and symbols of the nation. Following the ceremony, the flags were collected and prepared for their final resting place. Next week, they'll be taken to Cheaha Mountain, where they will be buried in a formal procession, providing a dignified end to their service. When we come back, the residents of Jacksonville are being offered a free CPR class this Saturday.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The Jacksonville Fire Department is offering free, non-certified life-saving classes to Jacksonville residents once per month this summer, starting this Saturday, June 22nd, with the Family and Friends CPR class. Residents will get expert instruction in CPR and also basic first aid and blood loss control learning experience. Classes will be at the Public Safety Complex behind Walmart. Those start at 8 a.m. and continue through 10 a.m. The training room is in the City Court lobby in the PSC's main entrance. Spaces are limited and only for ages 12 and up, with a maximum of 12 participants per class. To register, contact Angela Cobbs at the Jacksonville Fire Department by calling 256-435-2310 or email angela.cobbs@jacksfire.org or engineer David Bell at david.bell@jacksfire. Well, you may have noticed a drop in temperatures and certainly a drop in humidity today. John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us if we can expect more of the same tomorrow. John?
Katie, more of the same, but the difference is going to be it is going to be even hotter as we move through the rest of the work week and into the weekend. We will have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Temperatures today across East Alabama holding in check, so to speak, only about a degree above the average for today, 89 for the high. Warm this morning once again, 71 for the nighttime low. Your record high temperature, 98 degrees, set back in 1984. The record low at 52. Sun rising tomorrow at 5:34 and the sun setting tonight at 7:57. Weather on your street tonight, going to take out to Cobb Road in Choccolocca in eastern Calhoun County. Very pleasant evening out there. Partly cloudy skies, dropping down to 68 for the low tonight. No chance of rain in the forecast. Pretty pleasant evening all across eastern Calhoun County and the rest of East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, folks, hey, it's the first day of summer. You're thinking, John, you got to be kidding me. We already had all these upper 90s and it's not even summertime officially. That is correct. Today, actually the last day of springtime. So if you're on Railroad Drive out in Weaver, going to be looking at a 92 degrees for the high tomorrow. The first day of summer, as we said, looking at about 3:50 tomorrow afternoon. 3:50 tomorrow afternoon is officially the beginning of summertime. It will also be our longest day of the year. More daylight tomorrow than any other day of the year coming up on your Thursday. And as we look at the start of the weekend, temperatures rising again. Hood Road in Southside in Etowah County, temperatures getting way back into the 90s. Beginning on Friday and into the weekend, temperatures are going to creep right back up into the mid-90s all across East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast. No rain in the forecast for tomorrow or Friday. We're going to bring a small chance of a shower into the forecast now for Saturday afternoon. This is about 20% or less, but it is going to feel very humid out there. 94 for the high, some moisture around. It is going to be a tough feel to the weekend coming up. A little bit better chance of a shower Sunday afternoon, about a 30% chance of an afternoon shower, but look at that high at 95 degrees. We continue to increase the rain chances a little bit for the early part of next week, a 40% chance of a shower on both Monday and Tuesday, but the temperatures are not going anywhere away from those pop-up storms. It is going to be brutal as far as the heat and humidity. 94 for the high Monday, 94 on Tuesday, 95 on Wednesday of next week. Those temperatures in the 60s, you can say goodbye to those. We're going to get right back up into the low 70s for nighttime lows. Pretty typical late June weather all across East Alabama. We start talking about safety, and we talk about our safety at the beach or out in the lightning and things like that, and the heat safety. But hey, don't forget about your pets. I know for many of you, pets are part of the family, so treat them like part of the family. Animals can die of heat stroke within 15 minutes if they're left in a hot car. So you may be saying, hey, I'm just going to go in to pay this bill or whatever it is, and you think I'm not going to be in there but just for a few minutes. Think about these animals that you may be having in your car. Just don't do it. Cracking the windows does not help at all. It's still very dangerously hot in these vehicles. Basically, don't carry your pets with you when you travel. You need to keep those at home. And again, if you see a pet that's in an unattended vehicle, don't leave that. Stay. Try to find the owner of that and try to get some help for those animals. We want to make sure with all the intense heat and humidity we have coming up this weekend that we're taking care of those dogs and cats as well here across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. We'll break down your Thursday with your Thursday Day at a Glance first thing in the morning. I'll be back here tomorrow evening for EAN Local News as we'll begin looking in depth at that weekend forecast for all of East Alabama. Summertime baseball, youth baseball in full gear, all-star action going on. And you know, Namath Pitts is right on top of it right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. The USSSA State Tournament started last week for some age groups, while others get started this weekend. Games will be played at several different locations, so let's take a look at some of the games, starting with Choccolocca Park in Oxford. Games will start tomorrow at Choccolocca Park in Oxford. Ranburne will go head-to-head against Chelsea 7U. This game, by the way, is going to be played at 1:30 p.m. on field number 2. So tomorrow on field number 2 at 1:30 p.m., Ranburne and Chelsea will be going head-to-head. Also playing tomorrow is going to be Heflin. By the way, that Ranburne and Chelsea game, that is in the 7U gold bracket. Gold bracket means that they did not lose a game last weekend. They are going for a state championship this weekend. Now, moving forward, the Heflin Tigers 7U team will be playing in the silver bracket. They will be playing at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow at Choccolocca Park on field number 2. Also playing tomorrow as well is Alexandria. The Valley Cubs, this is a 7U gold game. They will be going head-to-head against Pelham. This game will be at 3 p.m. and it will be at field number 3. Staying at Choccolocca Park, again, let's talk about another Heflin team, and we're talking about Heflin and Morris. These two teams will be going head-to-head. Now, this game right here, though, if I'm not mistaken, is a 10U game. You see, not a 7U game. This is a 10U game tomorrow featuring Heflin and Morris. And this game will be a part of, if I'm not mistaken, it is going to be a part of the silver bracket. So this is going to be at 5:15 p.m. It's going to be on field number 5. That is a 10U game in the silver bracket. Going back to 7U, though, Clay Chalkville will go head-to-head against Oxford Gold. This will be a silver bracket game, and this game will take place at 4:30 p.m. on field number 4. And then Coosa and Calera will go head-to-head. This is a silver bracket game, and it will be at 12 o'clock tomorrow on field number 4. All right, let's move forward. Staying at Choccolocca Park, let's go back to 10U. We mentioned a minute ago, how about Oxford Gold 10U? They will be going head-to-head against, well, you see it right there. They're going to be going head-to-head against Holtville, and this is a silver bracket game. And then also, by the way, that game between Oxford Gold and Holtville, it'll be at 3:30 p.m. Now, Anniston will be going head-to-head against Rock Creek, and this game will start at 7 p.m. on field 6. That is a silver bracket game. All right, let's move to our next park. So some games are at Choccolocca Park tomorrow. Others are at Oxford Lake. Now, by Oxford Lake, some games will be at Earl Martin over by the lake. Some will be at by the batting cage area on the other side of the park. So there's going to be games going on both sides of the park. But let's look at 8U. Anniston 8U, this is going to be a silver bracket game, and they're going to be going head-to-head against Jemison. This game will be at 4:30 p.m. over at Earl Martin on the AA field. Then you have two 10U games right here. You see the Jacksonville Golden Eagles right here. This will be part of the gold bracket, and they'll be going head-to-head. Jacksonville got runner-up last week to Alexandria. Jacksonville will be going head-to-head against Clanton 10U. This will be on the Ozone field at 3:30. And then Alexandria, who won regionals last weekend, they'll be going head-to-head with Central Alabama. This game will be at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and it'll be on the Ozone field. All right, staying at Oxford Lake, though, take a look at Cordova and Oxford Black. This game right here will be part of the silver bracket, and Cordova and Oxford Black, again, will be going head-to-head tomorrow. And again, this is 8U, not 10U, so I do apologize. So this is an 8U game right here. And again, it's going to be a part of the silver bracket. So looking at the silver bracket right here, again, Oxford and Cordova Black also playing tomorrow. In 8U will be Oxford Gold. So Oxford Gold and Oxford Black will both be playing tomorrow. Oxford Black will be at 3 o'clock. Oxford Gold will be at 4:30. So they'll go back-to-back. Oxford Gold's playing corner. And then the final team is Piedmont Blue. And this is a silver bracket game. They will be playing at 7:30 p.m. against Douglas. All right, let's look at our next set of games from tomorrow. Also in the 8U silver bracket will be the Sacs Wildcats. They will be going head-to-head with, Eclectic. And this is an 8U game, and it'll take place at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Also playing tomorrow, the Coosa Christian Conquerors 8U team. They'll be playing the Odenville Saints. This will be at 6 p.m. That's a silver bracket game. And then Glencoe, the Yellow Jackets, will be playing Section. And now this game between Glencoe and Section, if I'm not mistaken, with this being an 8U game, is also going to be a silver bracket game, and that'll take place tomorrow at Oxford Lake. So a lot of games tomorrow. By the way, that game between Glencoe and Section will be at 1:30 p.m. All right, let's look at our next games. Heflin and Vinemont. This is going to be a silver bracket game featuring the Heflin Tigers. They're going to play Vinemont at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, and that's an 8U game. Weaver, the Bearcats, are going to be going head-to-head with Hueytown. This game will be at 3 p.m. tomorrow on Field D. And then Gordo and the Southside Slammers. That's right, Southside Slammers. This game will get started at 3 p.m. on Field C. All right, now let's move to Lincoln. There will be games at Lincoln tomorrow. First one up is Coosa and Winona 10U. So this game between Coosa and Winona 10U is a silver bracket game in the 10U, and this game will get started at 1:45 p.m. Also tomorrow, Pleasant Valley, the Raiders 10U team, will play Buckhorn. That game will be at 3:30 p.m. on Field 4 at the Lincoln Sports Complex. And the final game is Ramburn. This is a 10U gold game featuring Ramburn, and Ramburn is going to go head-to-head against Raglan Purple Devils, and this game will be at 7 p.m. Now let's move to Pell City, another park hosting games tomorrow. Alexandria 8U will go head-to-head against Arab Green. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, this is a silver bracket game between, a gold bracket game between Alexandria 8U and Arab Green. This game will be at 6 p.m. tomorrow on Quad 1, Field 1. Also, Ramburn, the Bulldogs, had a great regionals tournament. They'll be in action against East Tuscaloosa Nationals 8U team, and that'll be at 7:30 p.m. on Quad 1, Field 2. And then the Pleasant Valley Raiders will go head-to-head with Rock Creek Blue, which is a gold bracket game, which will be on Quad 1, Field 3 at 7:30 p.m. And then a couple more games. Piedmont Gold 8U will go head-to-head against Curry. This is a gold bracket game. It'll be on Quad 1, Field 4 at 6 p.m. And then both White Plains teams right here, and these are gold games. White Plains 8U, coached by Coach Cagle. They'll go head-to-head with South Bibb 8U Purple at 6 p.m. on Quad 2, Field 3. And then the final game will be White Plains 8U team coached by Coach Johnson, who will go head-to-head against the Northport 8U Patriots. That game will be at 7:30. So again, guys, this week the state tournament taking place Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There will be games at the Anniston Sports Complex. Those start Friday. There will be games at Choccolocco Park, Earl Martin's Complex at Oxford Lake, the Lincoln Sports Complex, Oxford Lake, and then the Pell City Sportsplex. All right, looking at a couple more games from this as well, just kind of give you up to date at Pell City. You'll see the Ramburn, again, Ramburn's gold. This is gold bracket, by the way. Ramburn will be going head-to-head against Coosa, the Conquerors. I like this matchup, by the way, because Coosa has a really good youth program. Ramburn has a really good youth program. So when I look at these two teams right here, I'm expecting this one to be a good one. And these two teams will play at 1:45 on Quad 2, Field 2. Also tomorrow, Oxford Black will play in 9U. This is a silver game, if I'm not mistaken. They'll be playing the Madison Blue 9U team, and this game will be at Pell City on Quad 2, Field 2. And the final game is Oxford White 9U, and they will be playing Morgan County Central 9U. And again, that game will be on Quad 2, Field 5 at Pell City. And the final two games that will be taking place tomorrow featuring East Alabama teams is Alexandria 9U, as they will be going head-to-head against, you see it right there, Alex City. That game will be at 5:15 p.m. on Quad 2, Field 5. And then the final game is Oxford Black 9U, who you see right there, and they will be going head-to-head with Enterprise. And that game will also be tomorrow at Pell City against, again, that's going to be at 7 p.m. So that covers all of the USSSA games that are taking place tomorrow. And that's going to do it for us on EAN Sports.
Thank you for watching today. We especially want to thank those loyal viewers who have qualified for our Ultimate Summer Giveaway, which is going on now through the end of June. Our newest group of top engagers include Karen Langley, Danielle Poole-Ballinger, Crystal Langston, April Doggerel, Jim Hamrick, Jeremy Scott, and Sharon McCrary. You guys are all in the drawing for the giveaway, which will be held on our local sports show, The Locker Room, on July 1st. It's still anyone's prize, so continue engaging, liking, and commenting on our news and sports content. Also, like our East Alabama Now page and all of our giveaway sponsors pages as well, so you don't miss anything. We'll continue to call out our top fans who engage every day until the end of June. You can be entered more than once, so keep engaging on our posts and content for the ultimate summer giveaway from all local businesses. Along with the giveaway, you can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal, and Newsbreak. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.